Last episode, we talked about the pain of being a rebound, falling in love with someone who was still emotionally attached to their ex, somehow who was never fully healed from their past. So today, we are going to talk about the other side of the story, the other side of the rebound episode. What happens when you become the person thinking about going back? How do you know if getting back together with your ex is a genuine second chance or just another cycle waiting for both of you to hurt again? Welcome to Kasha Diaries Podcast episode 7, and we're gonna talk about the things we don't usually say out loud. I'm so happy that you are here, and I'm so happy that we are now in episode 7. I think we're now gonna stick in this kind of setup. I really appreciate that I'm filming this, recording this in this way, just authentic, just raw, just me and my laptop, my mic, just my comfy clothes, just going to flow with what would I be able to say, and I'm so happy. Pwede mo rin pala siyang gawin ng ganito lang, like, just be authentic, just do it in your way, just do it on your most comfortable day. Just don't forget to be authentic, and maybe people would love that more, because honestly, I love that more. Anyway, I'm so excited about this topic. When will you really know if it is worth it, or getting back to your ex-partner is the right thing to do? If you don't know, please continue watching or listening. Not every breakup happens because love disappeared. Sometimes people separate during the time because they were immature, emotionally unavailable, overwhelmed, or simply not ready yet. Same time, not every love story deserves a second chance. Some relationships can still growing after healing. Some relationships only reopen old wounds. So, paano mo malalaman talaga kung dapat mo bang balikan yung ex mo? Or if the healthiest thing you can do is finally let go for good? I think there's a different kind of pain that comes after breakup. I think hindi yung sakit na nawala lang yung relasyon eh. I think it would hurt more the thought of what if? What if things could have been worked if both of you tried harder? What if the breakup happened during the worst version of yourselves? What if that time talagang hindi stable yung sarili nyong individual na buhay? What if that time nag-aaral pa kayo at talagang distraction lang? What if that time magulo yung pamilya nyo, magulo yung isip mo, yung career mo, at talagang hindi lang yun yung perfect time eh. Or what if ikaw mismo nag-mature ka na? What if ngayon mas ready na kayo? You know what the real thing is? Healing becomes so complicated when your love was real. Some exes come back because they miss you. Some exes come back because they are just lonely, because sometimes they value when you're gone. They value your worth when it's too late. I think that's so true. Minsan kasi na-realize ng tao na, mahalaga pala ikaw, yung halaga mo, yung worth mo, pag nawala ka na, pag mag-isa na lang siya, pag napagod ka na, and it sucks. Maybe that person wants to come back because they doesn't know how to function without you anymore, because they depended on you. I think that's why it's important to think first, decide first before opening a door that you already closed. So you also need to ask yourself first before mo, buksan ulit or magbahagi ulit ng parte mo sa taong tapos na yung relasyon nyo. Dapat am I going back because love is still there, or babalik lang ako kasi I'm just scared to let go of the familiar. Not every breakup deserves a second chance, but not every breakup should end either. That's true. Hindi lahat ng relasyon ay dapat mong bigyan ng chance ulit, subukan ulit, or, buksan ulit yung nakaraan. Pero hindi din naman kasi lahat ng relasyon is dapat mag-end, or baka that time hindi lang talaga siya na-resolve yung problema niyo that time, baka hindi lang talaga kayo nakapag-communicate or misunderstand na lang. But if yung rason kung ba't kayo naghiwalay is that person manipulated you, physically abused you, I think you just run. I think if that person ghosted you, tapos nakipagbalikan bigla, bro, just run. Kung nakalis ka na sa bagay na yun yung naging dahilan, huwag ka nang bumalik. Like, I think that's better. The door is better closed than reopening it again if that's the reason. I think kailangan ba rin talaga weigh in if bakit kayo naghiwalay in the first place. What was the reason to begin with? I think you also need to evaluate why that breakup happened in the first place. It might be poor communication, immaturity, wrong timing, emotional unavailability, cheating, physical abuse, or just gaslighting, being a narcissist, or career priorities, misunderstanding little petty things. I think you should also consider that before going back, or before thinking to go back to that past relationship. Kasi may mga past issue naman na madali lang na i-resolba. Pero may mga past issues din na kahit balikan mo, may trauma na. Ikaw lang din yung mahihirapan. For example, if you came back to that relationship na ang naging cause nyo dati is physical abuse, matatakot ka na every time na mag-aaway kayo or may trigger, baka saktan ko niya ulit. Or cheating. Yung friend ko, ilang beses nagloko yung ex niya sa kanya, and then talagang kahit pinatawad yun na, nandun na yung takot, nandun yung nagging, nandun na yung pagiging paranoid because may past na may nangyari na. Even like being manipulated. Minsan kakainin mo na lang, hindi mo na alam kung ano yung paniniwalaan mo, kung ano yung reality, kung ano yung tama sa sinasabi niya because you're being manipulated. Love alone cannot change if the damage is being repeated. So I have this scenario that imagine two people who broke up because they were both immature. Nandun lagi yung pride. Pride yung nauna. Yung ego. Hindi marunong makinig parehas. Both were hurting each other unintentionally, verbally. Months later, they work on themselves. They learn communication. They become emotional aware. And that relationship might deserve another chance. But imagine someone who cheated multiple of times, lied repeatedly, and only came back when they got lonely because they were able to find the love that you gave to them before. They weren't able to receive the care na binigay mo sa kanila before. That's why wala silang ibang maisip kundi bumalik sa'yo kasi hinahanap nila yung pagmamahal na binigay mo sa kanila, binigay mo sa kanya na hindi niya makita sa iba. At if you're also available at that time, syempre mapapaisip ka, you will have hope. You would have faith na that person would change. But I think if the problem was not being able to tackle or pag-usapan bago kayo magbalikan, I think it's not worth it. Because I always believe na walang pagbabago if walang magbabago. Why would you expect change if there's no any changes that gonna happen? Minsan kasi maisip mo, kaya mo bang kumilala ulit back to zero, or doon ka na sa familiar ka? Bakit kailangan mong makipagkilala ulit, tanungin ulit yung buong pagkatao ng ibang tao hindi mo kalala? Kung may choice ka naman, bumalik na lang sa ex mo. Nakilala mo na, alam mo na yung favorite color, alam mo na yung favorite food, alam mo na kung ano yung triggers nila. Pipiliin mo ba yung unfamiliar kaysa dun sa familiar ka na, kabisado mo na? But I think, pag mas nangingibabaw yung emotions natin, minsan nakakalimutan natin evaluate yung sarili natin or yung sitwasyon. Are their actions different? Do they take accountability? Or did they even acknowledge the issues that you had before? Did they actually heal the problem? Or are they just scared of losing access to you? Or losing you forever? For example, you didn't have any contact from your ex-partner for a year. And then suddenly, binati ka niya ng happy birthday. At syempre, single ka noon or whatever, naramdaman mo na, naalala niya ako, hindi niya ako nakalimutan. So, nag-continue yung pag-uusap niyo. At, after like talking for every day, bigla niyang sinabi na, I miss you, I still love you, can we do another chance? Can we give another chance to our relationship? Boom! Mag-iisip ka pa ba? Ma-evaluate mo ba? Are you gonna ask that person if were you able to fix the conflicts that you had before? Or are they still gonna avoid the difficult conversations? Still inconsistent, emotional, unstable? They miss your presence, they missed you, but they haven't fixed the reason why they lost you. Sometimes, people don't really miss you. They miss what you gave them. They miss the love that you gave them. They miss the care that you gave them. That's what they miss. Yung attention na binigay mo sa kanila dati, hindi ikaw. Hindi yung pagkatao mo, kundi yung pinaramdam mo sa kanila. And I think being able to evaluate that is important before getting back together to your ex-partner, because you don't want to be hurt again, and you don't want to be in that situation again where you need to heal all over again. You need to endure that pain again. So I think if you're gonna give a second chance to your past relationship, you need to make sure that it's gonna be worthwhile. That's gonna be the best shot, and it's gonna be worth it, at hindi ka talo, at hindi ka matatalo ulit. And you would also ask yourself, do you feel safe with them? Because I think personally, love should feel safe. Love should feel secured. Not emotionally exhausting. Not emotionally draining. You know, sometimes after a breakup, familiarity seems safer than uncertainty. Because you know, one thing that I also learned, comfort doesn't always mean compatibility. Just because they felt like home, it doesn't mean the house was not burning you slowly. Because you know, I think healthy love is not perfect, but it should feel emotionally safe. You need to ask yourself, can you trust that person again? Can you express your feelings without fear? Kasi minsan, sa relasyon, may isip mo, hindi ko pa din sabihin to. Hindi ko pa din sabihin yung nararamdaman ko kasi magkakalat siya. Sabihin nila, maarte ako, dramatic lang ako. If you weren't able to open your mind or your heart or your true emotions to that person, you weren't able to communicate, just let it go, because it won't be worth it for you. It won't be right. Because if you're gonna be with that person for a long time, syempre mas gugustuhin mo na pwede ka maging ikaw. You can be the authentic you. You can show what you truly are. Wala kang maskara na susuotin pag habang kasama mo yung taong yun, lalo na if partner mo, lalo na if you date to marry, if you're dating for a lifetime. I think it's also gonna be unfair with you if magsistay ka na naman sa bagay na na-endure mo na dati eh. If nakaalis ka na dati at alam mong wala namang pagbabago, ba't mo pa pipiliin bumalik, diba? If you're gonna keep on overthinking or being paranoid or gonna be nagging or being anxious, if you're gonna go back in that relationship, I think just run. Just, keep that closed door. Keep your heart closed and let it close for the long time, then don't reopen that relationship again. If nakaalis ka na, just let it be. Hayaan mo na yun. Hayaan mo na nakasara na. Bigyan mo na ng kandato yung puso mo nun. At huwag mo na hayaang masaktan ka ulit sa isang rason. Sa parehas na rason. Imagine you got back together with your ex. At first, everything feels exciting again. But eventually, bumalik yung dating pattern. You overthink every late reply. You become anxious whenever they go distant. You are constantly scared that they will hurt you again. And that's not healing. That's reliving trauma in the name of love. If wala kang nakita pagbabago sa taong yon, I think it won't be worth it. Kasi alam ko naman kahit may mga ibang away naman talaga, or like, sa umpisa, after ng away, magbabago naman talaga, okay, mabait. Pero, yung changes talaga, minsan makikita mo for the long time like after, sabi mo, nagbalikan kayo, tapos after 3 months, 4 months, pag nag-trigger ulit, it's still gonna be same. I think that's the sign. That's the sign na umalis ka na, huwag mo nang ituloy. But again, depende talaga kung ano yung reason. Depende talaga if nakita nyo rin yung effort. Kasi may friend ako na nakita niya talaga yung partner niya na nagbago, na pinagtrabuhan talaga yung trust niya again, yung pagmamahal niya, yung pinagtrabuhan talaga ng tao. Kasi na-acknowledge nung partner niya yung pagkakamali niya, and my friend was able to really feel even the people around them, they also saw how the person changed para natanggap ulit siya ng kaibigan ko. I think that person would, deserve a second chance. Pero if yung tao is puro salita lang, pero wala namang action, di mo rin nakikita na nagbago, wag na. At ikaw din mismo, if ikaw mismo di mo na-acknowledge na may pagkakamali ka nagawa sa relasyon nyo, kasi wag na lang. If babalik ka sa relasyon, tapos ikaw mismo, hindi mo natanggap or hindi mo alam na may pagkakamali ka, and just kinda, patatakbuhin ulit yung relasyon nyo the same way that you did before, magiging parehas lang din yung magiging resulta niya. Yeah, kasi minsan parang tayo in error Kung hindi na siya nag-work nung ganun yung trato niya sa isa't isa, try niya naman ang ibang paraan. Baka mag-work na that time. Pero if babalik lang kayo sa same cycle, wala. Parehas lang kayo madadagdagan ng pain. Parehas lang kayo magiging talo, at baka magkaroon pa kayo ng mas lalong malalang resentment sa isa't isa. It's also important to genuinely ask yourself if do you really want them, or you just miss the memories? Or like, namimiss mo lang din kung paano ka tratuhin ng tao na yun before, paano ka niya mahalin before, paano ka niya i-date before, paano ka niya, pakitaan ng kabutihan, ng pagmamahal, that way. And maybe baka yun lang din yung namimiss mo, hindi siya mismo. Or maybe namimiss mo lang na may karelasyon or ng atensyon, pero hindi talaga yung taong yan. Baka takot ka lang din mag-isa. But doon naman tayo mapunta sa when is it worth trying. Like, sometimes love deserves a second chance when both people become better than who they used to be. Because, a relationship may be worth revisiting again if both people took accountability, both genuinely changed. The breakup came from fixable issues, trust is slowly being rebuilt, communication improved, both are choosing each other again in a maturely way now. Because second chances only work when both people evolve. Hindi pwede yung isa lang yung nakakalis ng pagkakamali niya, hindi pwede yung isa lang yung nag-mature, hindi pwede yung isa lang yung naka-fix na ng issues nila, ng niya. Pag isa lang, just what work. Pero if parehas kayo na talagang pinagtrabahuhan nyo na mag-work ulit, I think it's gonna be worth it. I think it deserves a second chance. For example, like, two people broke up because life pulled them apart. One focused on career, the other one struggled emotionally, and years later, they meet again. This time, they communicate better. They listen now. They understand each other now. And the love becomes softer, calmer, and healthier. Because sometimes people meet in the wrong time and find each other again when they're finally ready. It says a lot na mahalaga din talaga yung timing kung kailan mo nakilala yung tao na yun. Kasi pwede nung high school kayo, immature pa kayo nun. Imagine, high school pa kayo nun. May kaibigan ako na high school lovers sila. Naghiwalay na sila nung, parang second year high school pa lang ata kami nun. First year high school kami, second year high school kami. Sila na. Tapos naghiwalay sila nung college kami, and then nung nag-matured na ulit sila, they were able to get back together, and now they're so happy, and now they have a business together, and now they were able to fix those issues. Minsan kasi hindi pa natin mahal yung sarili natin, or hindi pa natin kilala yung sarili natin, tapos nag-uumpisa na tayong magmahal ng ibang tao. At that time, tayo mismo, hindi pa natin alam yung worth natin. That time, hindi pa rin natin natututunan kung ano talaga yung gusto natin, yung ayaw natin. Hindi pa natin kilala yung sarili natin that time, tapos may minamahal na tayong iba. Paano mo mamahalin ng tama yung partner mo at that time kung ikaw mismo hindi mo pa alam kung paano tanggapin at mahalin yung mismong sarili mo? 'Di ba? So I think napakahalaga din talaga nun. Kasi I feel like if nakilala ko din yung partner ko ng bata pa kami, siguro if high school kami, I think it won't work. Kaya lagi ko din sinasabi yun sa partner ko na ang perfect timing din na kung kailan ko siya nakilala. Kasi if younger pa kami, siguro hindi rin talaga mag-work. Kasi syempre mahirap din yung transitioning nun. So I think talaga depende ka rin if ano talaga nangyari sa relasyon nyo, kung bakit talaga naghiwala in the first place. Kasi I think doon din magsisimula talaga yung balikan nyo kung bakit at kung ano naging rason para mag-end yung relasyon nyo in the first place. So if you were able to revisit that and go back to the trauma, to the pain, to the issues, and you were able to resolve it, the both of you, I think it's gonna be worth a shot. I think it's gonna be worth it. So, going back to your ex is not automatically means you are weak. And walking away forever in that past relationship is not automatically that you are strong. You know what the real question is? Does this love still have the ability to grow? Or does it only know how to hurt you? Because love is not just about history. It's about consistency, safety, respect, growth, love, trust, and effort. And time. So no matter how much you love someone, if the relationship keeps destroying your peace, your confidence, your identity, your self-worth, sometimes the bravest thing you can do is just let them become a memory. Sometimes the best thing to do is just letting them go forever. If the both of you truly change, if the love became healthier, softer, calmer, intentional, and the respect is still there, then maybe some relationships really do deserve another chance. You would be able to remember this. Never go back just because you miss someone. Go back only if the relationship is finally capable of becoming the kind of love you truly deserve to have from the beginning. And if you're still asking yourself whether to return to someone from your past, ask yourself this first. Am I going back to heal together, or am I going back to bleed again? To get hurt again? To go back to that pain again? Are you missing the person, or are you just missing the version of them that only existed when things were good, when things were convenient? Maybe closure is not always getting back together, but maybe closure is also not just letting go. I think No matter what you're gonna decide on, I think you wouldn't able to forget to love yourself and to decide for yourself this time. Healing is not about forgetting them. It's about no longer abandoning yourself just to keep them. Because sometimes people enter your life to teach you lesson, and some to heal you, some to love you, some to make you realize that you are worthy of being loved. Some of them to show you the kind of love that you should never settle for less again. This has been Casual Diaries Podcast episode 7, and I'll see you in the next episode.